This video is about the third insight of the book, The Celestine Prophecy, and it's about chapter 3, which is called A Matter of Energy. And I've been talking about each chapter progressively of this book. You don't need to read the book to watch this series, because what I'm talking about is the spiritual principles of the book. It's very awakening and insightful. So let's discuss this thing about energy, because it's such a big deal, such a big thing in the spiritual world. And once we understand it, we can also learn so much and learn to use it and implement it in our lives in effective ways. So Insight 3 is about a new understanding of the physical world through the understanding about energy. And let's look at the science first. So it talks about the systematic and skeptic, evidence-based nature of science, which had in history completely removed the mysterious worlds of the esoteric and the unseen or the unknown. An example of this is that what Jung dubbed as synchronicity, that we all know of, science demanded that there was no actual causal relationship, but only chance. But with the developments that have been made in the scientific field, such as quantum physics, and also Einstein, who was an enlightened genius, he showed that matter, including sentient beings, so humans, actually consists of empty space with a pattern of energy. Nowadays, experiments have shown that when you observe and break this energy into elementary particles or small components, they are influenced by the person's thoughts and intentions. I mean, this is massive. Even doing amazing things such as being at two places at once or moving backwards and forwards in time. So energy is transmutable and affects other energy systems. People will have been beginning to perceive that what is otherwise an invisible energy has always been there. This is the divine energy that mystics have been speaking about for centuries. Examples of this is sort of like noticing an energy is through nature, and noticing beauty. So something about nature, such as a flower or a plant, which is why the video has the flower and plant there now. Some kind of beauty that you can't always put your finger on it, but it's an appreciation or a sense of something more. This, in effect, raises our energy by lifting it up to a higher frequency. So it's all about reaching new levels. So now we're in these emerging times. Our scientific understanding of the physical universe is completely transforming through these discoveries, and where you can see the energy field of not only people, but also everything, and that is something that we're developing more towards. So for a person that's wanting to try this, it's a matter of going out into nature, looking at something like a tree or a plant or a flower, and softening your focus of your eyes until you get to the point where, so rather than looking at it directly, you're just sort of softening your focus, and then some of you might be able to perceive the energy around the plant. You can also do this with people, and it can take a few goes to get it. And you've probably, seen this before, like a sort of aura, a halo around a person. This is energy, the energy field. Everything has an energy field. And on top of this, you can amplify the energy of another person or an object by the intention and projection of energy yourself. Also, we're reaching the point of more people realizing that we and existence is all made up of the same one energy, interconnected, a malleable, universal energy that we as co-creators can both sense as well as consciously transform. But many people have completely no idea or awareness or belief in this, that we have a conscious connection to source energy, that we have that potential to be able to feel that as a palpable source. And for many people, there's a sense of lack resulting. So instead of having this feeling of connection to energy and replenishment of energy, there's a feel of complete lack. And then some people have gone try to gain that energy even without realizing, or subconsciously, through psychic vampirism. So in other words, siphoning other people's energy, or through the mindset of greed and competition that we see in our society. Also, much of this knowledge has been hidden. So this insight is essentially about the world shifting as we become more aware of the invisible divine energy governing and existing in all things, and in effect raising our vibration to progressively higher levels, reaching greater harmony, insight, awareness. In an experiential guide, which is James Redfield's supplementary book to the Celestine Prophecy, he makes this reference, quote, "In India, there is a belief that if there is one holy person in a village, the whole village reaps the benefit of his or her enlightenment," end quote. So it is like what the angels have told me, that there is like a ripple effect in your projection of energies outwards, or in your kind deeds and your awareness in spiritual ways. So I could relate to that, and it got me thinking, are you the one person in the village in your life? And a village in the context of today's modern world could be in your household, or in your local or even cyber community, workplace or greater town area, whatever it is for you. Are you the one light? Are you carrying that torch? I have certainly felt like that at times, and it gives me great comfort to feel that I'm following my path and in my own way, with my own growing light, making some difference in the world. So as an end note to quote the guide, it says, "From the wisdom of Eastern thought, we know that we ourselves have access to this universal energy, and it is limitless. I've just added that. We can project it outwards with our thoughts and intentions, influencing our reality and the reality of others," unquote. And so when you amplify these frequencies through your focus and intention, you can thusly amplify the frequencies of others. And I'll leave you with that thought.